It's Inauguration Day 2021. DC has never been so quiet. This year, no crowds are allowed to gather at the National Mall to witness the transfer of power. In fact, half of the downtown Washington is closed to traffic and is heavily guarded by the National Guards, for the first time since the Civil War.
No, we watched from home. We understood that not many people could go, and then we saw on camera that there were flags and the separations of walls. So we didn't go. We wish we could.
Just 2 weeks ago, at the same spot where Joe Biden and Kamala Harris sworn into office, a mob of Trump supporters attempted a failed insurrection and stormed the Capitol Hill. The rioters wholeheartedly but falsely believe that the election was rigged because of a large number of fraudulent mail-in ballots, and Trump should be their president.
To do that with no proof, and for his supporters to just accept it based on his word, without seeing proof, it's just really sad.
The biggest damage that he did was the effect on facts. The credibility of governmental institutions was questioned.
But security is not the only reason for this military lockdown. As Trump leaves the White House for Florida, America is reaching another grim milestone in this global pandemic. 400,000 people have died because of COVID-19. Many blame the incompetence of Trump and gave a damning verdict of his one-term presidency.
Does anybody think he did a good job? Oh, it's like a joke, a bad joke, a nightmare on our whole country.
Exactly what we expected. We saw this crazy moving up the ranks of the Republican Party, and we were like, this is not possible. He cannot be president. He became president, and we're like, this is going to be ridiculous. 4 years for bingo.
4 years ago, it was a very sad day.
Yeah.
We knew that Trump was going to, destroy the country, and he did.
It's an inauguration like no others, not just because the street is uncharacteristically empty, but it is also the first time in 150 years where the outgoing president did not attend the inauguration ceremony. Well, now is the end of season 4 of the Trump Show. The question is, what would Joe Biden do in the first 100 days? And what can he do? Biden is in a hurry. Just a couple of hours after the inauguration, President Biden has already signed 15 executive orders and 17 executive actions, including mask mandates in all federal properties and re-entry of the Paris Climate Accord, reversing the hallmark policies of his predecessor Donald Trump, who is now facing the second impeachment trial. In Joe Biden's inaugural speech, he promised that American democracy has prevailed and disagreement would not lead to disunity.
Anything will be an improvement upon what we have had. I'm sure he'll do a great job. I think he's a decent person. He's shown that over the years. And I mean, he's not a miracle worker, and it's going to need cooperation from everyone. So you're just going to have to be patient and wait, because it's easy to tear something apart, but it's much harder to put it back together again. So it's going to take some time.
And time is what Biden needs and lacks. The new administration has predicted that America is likely to see 100,000 more deaths by February, even though Biden has pledged to vaccinate 100 million people in the first 100 days. A promise, a glimmer of light at the end of the tunnel that many Americans would not live to see. But the sense of hope and strength, however fleeting, is much needed in this ever-divided nation. Chuck Wu, Washington, D.C., United States of America.